Oh man, how's everyone doing tonight? Woo! The name is Kyle Niemand. It's up there. It's not Nyman, it's Niemand. I get that a lot though, but it's okay. Niemand is German. Don't be afraid. It means nobody. Kind of a nobody, and literally, if you look it up in a German dictionary, it means nobody. So this is gonna go over fantastic. So like I said, my name is Kyle Niemand. This is my first time up here, actually. Thank you. And right now I am scared poopless. I know you're not supposed to cuss, so I'm saying that I'm scared poopless right now. But even though I am scared poopless, don't worry, this joke is going to be poop-filled. It's going to be, so just hold on, clench tight, sit there, take your time, because at the very end, there's going to be some comic relief. And you're going to feel a lot better at yourself. Don't worry, that was a very lowbrow poop joke, but we're about to take it up a notch. It's going to be a highbrow poop joke. All right. So the story all takes place, me and my cousin, many of you know him. His name is Corey Magnum. He's performed here many times. We are about to take a camping trip. And so, like many of you, I don't know if you've done this before, back in the day, maybe you slept over a friend's house. Before we went camping, we're like, hey, you know what? We're going to have a bros night. We're going to hang out. We're going to drink beer. We're going to play video games. We're going to watch movies with like action and boobies in it, because why not? It's a bros night, right? So obviously you're going to do that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So as we're having a bros night, we're drinking lots of beer. We're hanging out, drinking lots of beer. I chew a lot of gum. So I'm chewing gum. I end up drinking beer. Bam, swallow gum. It's down there. It's swimming with a lot of beer. You got this gum, and he's just floating around, having a good time, enjoying his time in this beer. Well, later in the night, we decide that we're going to get some Jack in the Box. Because why are you not going to get Jack in the Box at like midnight on top of drinking? You're obviously going to do that. So we're hanging out, drinking, having a good time, swallow my gum, a lot of J and the B on top of that. This is all prevalent for the story that's about to come later. So the next morning we wake up and like I said, we're about to go camping. So we need to load up my truck, put the sleeping bags in it, canoe on top of the truck, the whole works, firewood, everything. But before we start loading up this truck, we decide, why not? We're going to go get breakfast. Because you need breakfast before a long, good day of packing, and then you get to the lake and you start drinking at the lake. So in the morning, we're like, hey, why are we not going to go try out this waffle taco? And we're like, of course we're going to try out the waffle taco. So we go get the waffle tacos. But when we get the waffle tacos, we're like, well, why are we not going to get breakfast also from the Golden Arches, because they have the best coffee and pancakes around for about like $5. Exactly, thank you. You know what I'm talking about. So, the morning that the situation happened, you just have to imagine it like I did imagine it. So, first you have this gum. I swallowed it, it's chilling there, he's having a fun time. All of a sudden, this J and the B just comes smashing on top of it, because we're smashing down tacos and burgers. And he's like, oh no, what am I doing? All right, so he gets smashed down in there. He starts to get digested. So then the next morning, you get like a lot of these you get a lot of these waffle tacos, you get some pancakes, you get a bunch of other breakfast foods on top of that. It is not the best situation in the world. Well, when you go to McDonald's, what do you have to get? Coffee. Why? Because you can get a large coffee for like $1. So what do I get? 2 of them, because that's logical. So we're packing up our car. We're having a good time. We slam down breakfast. So you just have to imagine piece of gum, beer and J and the B, and then breakfast food just piled on top of that. So we get done packing up the car, and everything is fine. Everything's okay, we feel good about ourselves, so we sit down. We start watching Sports Center. It's early in the morning, we're having a good time. The coffee has cooled down. It's not super hot, it's not cold enough, it's just right. I start drinking the coffee. Now, I don't know about some of you, But have any of you had to run to the bathroom like this?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me, but yeah, there's a few of you out there that you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this is the way that I pictured it in my head, though. You have this gum, and I picture him a samurai warrior. He's strong, he's tough, and he's holding the line. But then you have Beer and the J and the B like on top of him, and he's still holding strong. But then the next morning, all of a sudden, you get McDonald's breakfast, you get Taco Bell breakfast on top of that, and it's like pushing down. But he's still holding tough, and everything is okay, and you're feeling good. And then all of a sudden, you start watching SportsCenter, and that coffee goes in there. And that coffee is like Luke Skywalker flying the X-Wing. And you just know something bad is about to happen. So you're sitting there watching SportsCenter, drinking your coffee. About a minute later, your stomach is like, this isn't going to be good. It's like that X-Wing flying through. He swoops around some pancakes, around a waffle taco, dodges a taco, maybe a chicken sandwich with some extra bacon on it, because, you know, that's what you have to get, of course. All mixed in with beer. But at the very end, remember, that gum is just sitting there holding his line. He's like, I got this. But all of a sudden, you just see that coffee coming at him. And he's like, oh no, this is not going to be good. And that's when your stomach lets you know that this isn't going to be good. And that's when you start doing the run. And you try to get there as fast as you can. And you try. And you make it. You do make it. But the minute your butt cheeks hit that toilet seat, what happens? Disaster. But what happens in my mind is this. So you're sitting there. You're running to the toilet. Your stomach knows that something's wrong. And it's like Luke Skywalker flying that X-Wing through your stomach, around the taco, around the pancake. And the gum sees him and he's like, oh no. And I almost picture him as a lone samurai warrior holding his line. And he's like, I got this. But then the coffee comes. And that coffee is like Luke Skywalker and the X-Wing. And what does the X-Wing do? He drops 2 torpedoes down the hole. I almost consider that like a curly fry. Like he made it into that. And he just dropped it. Doom, doom. And the minute my butt cheeks hit the toilet, you could just see that gum go, I'm sorry. I have failed you. And he just let go. And those torpedoes hit, and the minute my butt cheeks hit those toilet, it was a disaster. Just explosion of the Death Star everywhere. And that is my highbrow poop joke. Thank you, everybody. My name is Kyle Neiman. Thank you for coming out. There's many more acts to come. Enjoy them. Thank you very much.